Meet Phil. Phil's an American on vacation in sunny Spain, and he is having the time of his life. Phil sits down at the cafe and orders the one drink he's had 1,000 times back home, an ice-cold Fanta. Phil takes a sip. Phil stops and looks at the bottle. Oh my God, what is this? Phil looks at his sip again like it personally betrayed him. Because this doesn't taste like Fanta. This tastes like actual orange juice with bubbles. So Phil, now mildly suspicious, reads the ingredients. And that's when his vacation takes a dark turn. Today, we're explaining why American Fanta and the rest of the world's Fanta are basically two different beverages wearing the same orange label. And why Phil might never enjoy American Fanta again. Or you. Look at these two bottles. Same brand, same name, but a completely different drink. American Fanta is really bright, neon, almost radioactive orange. Looks like a highlighter melted into a bottle. European Fanta? Pale orange. Looks like, an actual fresh orange. And that's not a coincidence. It's chemistry. Let me read you the labels. American Fanta gets its color from yellow 6 and red 40, synthetic dyes. One is petroleum derived, the other comes from naphthalene sulfonic acid. Your orange soda is colored with stuff that sounds like it belongs in a gas tank. European Fanta? Colored with carrot and pumpkin extract. Vegetables. Actual vegetables. One continent puts natural produce in their soda, the other continent puts a gas station in theirs. Which one do you prefer? Here's the part that should actually worry you, the sugar. Now, American and European soda don't even come in the same size bottles, so let's keep this fair. Same can, same size, 330 milliliters, about what you'd grab from a vending machine anywhere on Earth. A standard can of American Fanta has about 41 grams of sugar. That's roughly 10 teaspoons in one can. Let's compare that to the rest of the world. Italy, 36 grams. France, 19. The UK, 15 grams. Don't get me wrong, 15 grams of sugar is still very unhealthy. But American Fanta has almost 3 times the sugar of UK Fanta. Same can size, same drink, same name. Almost 3 times the sugar. Why? There are 2 reasons. First, the UK has a sugar tax. Since 2018, drinks over a certain sugar threshold get taxed extra. So companies reformulate to dodge the tax. Coca-Cola didn't make UK Fanta healthier because they're nice. They did it to avoid paying more money. Capitalism, but make it ironic. Second reason, American Fanta uses high fructose corn syrup. It's cheaper than real sugar and makes drinks taste sweeter for less money. It's not a flavor choice, it's a spreadsheet decision to convince their shareholders. So remember our amigo Phil? Back home, one can of American Fanta is basically 3 European Fantas worth of sugar in one sitting. No wonder it tasted different. It practically is a different drink. And now, the biggest question. How much actual orange juice is in American Fanta? 0. None. Nada. Nothing. It's called orange soda and contains exactly 0 oranges. Compare that to Italy, where Fanta was actually reinvented back in 1955. Italian law requires it. 12% real orange juice, by law. You legally cannot sell it as Fanta there without it. The UK adds a smaller amount, but it's still real juice. America skipped the fruit entirely and went straight to flavor chemistry. We didn't just water down the orange, we removed it entirely but kept the name. Awesome, right? Here's a fact that might ruin your positive image about your next Fanta. It was invented in Nazi Germany. During World War II, the US embargoed Coca-Cola's secret syrup from reaching Germany. No syrup, no Coke. So the head of Coca-Cola's German division, a man named Max Keith, had to improvise. He made a new soda using whatever was actually available. Whey, apple scraps, beet sugar. Basically the leftovers of a wartime economy, carbonated. They named it Fanta, short for the German word Fantasie, or in English, fantasy, because that's basically what they needed to make a palatable drink during a war. So next time you crack open a Fanta, remember, You're drinking a recipe invented because Nazi Germany couldn't get Coke syrup. History is weird. Luckily, it got relaunched properly in Italy in 1955, which is the version most of the world actually knows today, except us, the USA. So let's check what's really in the American Fanta. Carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, natural flavors, sodium benzoate, and then this bad boy, glycerol ester of rosin. That's resin from pine trees. It's used as a stabilizer to keep the flavoring evenly mixed, but it is also used in varnish, adhesives, and chewing gum. Your soda has a stabilizer that doubles as wood polish. Yep. European Fanta skips this entirely along with the dyes, and instead leans on natural extracts and real fruit content to do the work artificial chemicals do in the US version. Same number of ingredients, completely different vibe. Phil's back home now. He opens an American Fanta out of habit. It tastes like liquid candy now. Almost 3 times the sugar, 0 juice, and a color that doesn't exist in nature. Phil has been ruined. His amazing trip to Europe has opened his eyes about his American consumption behavior. But he is not alone. This actually happens to people constantly. Reddit is full of threads of Americans coming home from Europe and saying they can't drink American soda the same way again. So what can you actually do? A few options. Mexican Fanta uses real cane sugar instead of corn syrup, and you can actually find it in some US stores with Latin food sections. It's the closest thing to European Fanta without booking a flight. Or you import the European version online. A little expensive, but you get the full vacation experience without the flight. Or you accept that American soda is just built different. Built different in a slightly concerning, chemically enhanced way. So that's the real difference. Almost 3 times the sugar. 0 real orange juice. Synthetic dyes instead of vegetables. A stabilizer that doubles as varnish. And a Nazi Germany origin story nobody asked for. Same brand name, almost a different drink entirely. If you learned something today, hit that like button. And if you've had your own Phil moment drinking soda abroad, tell me about it in the comments. I'll see you next time on American Food Explained. Until then, maybe check what's actually in your soda.